All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Will. Like Callie said, I'm a fourth-year student at Cal Poly, and I am very excited to be here tonight. When Joel asked me if I could share a few words with you, I told him I was very eager, but also very, very nervous. I like speaking, but it does definitely get my nerves going. And then he said I could talk about anything, which made me even a bit more nervous. But
you got this, Will!
Hey, thank you. But most of all, Joel wanted me to share a bit with you guys about how Front Porch has impacted me over the years. And to me, it was a tough question. It's not something I had thought about a lot. Because I feel like the quiet magic of Front Porch is that life is just always happening around you, even if you're not looking for it. And so I never really paid attention until I sat down. So that evening, I walked through the big sliding glass doors at Front Porch, sat down at the big table where I'm always sitting, and just tried to absorb my surroundings and take time to reflect on my experience. And I'm going to paint the picture for you a little bit for those who have been there or haven't. The lights were a bit lower than usual that evening. It was late and midterms were just around the corner, plenty of people studying. But the clusters of friend groups and coffee warriors that were there just hours before had given way to just a handful of late night studiers, nodding along with the soft jazz flowing from the speaker. I tried to focus in on the quiet hum of the refrigerator and the fading notes of the final pot of coffee wafting through the room. As I was sitting there trying to figure out how I was going to put any of this in a speech, I was struck by the sense of calm that was floating about the room as well. It was as if Front Porch was breathing a sigh of relief after a long day, preparing for the swell of students that would come and enjoy its gifts the next. I probably looked so strange just sitting at the table, smiling ear to ear about seemingly nothing at all. But I was thinking back to the first time that I found Porch and realized all the incredible gifts it had to give. The wonderful Callie Kidder, actually, was the one that first introduced me to Porch. Like she mentioned, she was the social chair of the distance club that we both were a part of. And after a Wednesday run, she spread the word about a coffee house she frequented and how it was serving free dinner. And as a runner, I'm not one to pass up a free meal, so I happily marched along with her from the track and decided to check it out and see what it was all about. And when I got there, I was shocked. I saw a line that was impossibly long, but every single person in there was smiling, chatting, seemed happy to be there. And then I heard Joel's booming voice, standing from his perch on the sidewalk ledge, talking about this place called Front Porch, where everyone is welcome and the only thing you had to ask for was seconds. The confidence that he had in his voice when he said it, and the belief in everyone's eyes when they heard him say it, made me realize I had truly arrived at a very special place. And in the 3 years since that evening, I've watched as Porch has slowly become the most integral part of my college experience. It's where I've celebrated successes with friends, where I've grown close with staff and volunteers alike, where I found comfort through my roughest days and rejoiced through my best days, and where I've been able to just be, even when everything else felt up in the air. Front Porch has always been the steady, grounding force to me. It's a place that's grown with me, giving me space to find myself in small, everyday ways. Whether sharing a meal, making a latte on my shift, just taking a nap on the couch when I needed a moment to rest. It's a place that not only lets you care for yourself, but also walks with you while you do it. To me, the warmth that Front Porch brews isn't just coffee, it's more than that, it's connection. It's the feeling of belonging, even if you've only just met the people you're sitting next to. There's something about the way that Front Porch fills with people that feels more than just people passing through. It's the way that you can sit across from someone that you barely know, and by the time you leave, you feel like you've known them for a lifetime. I've met people at Porch that I will never forget, people who changed how I see the world, and people who I'll carry with me for the rest of my life. Front Porch has taught me that the most important places aren't about what they are, but about what they become. They're about what you take back with you when you return into your own little slice of the world. And so that evening, when I walked back out those big glass doors and headed back home, I couldn't help but think about that home, that sanctuary, that place of growth and adventure and grounding where I had spent my past few years learning and growing. And for every cup of coffee and every conversation that I shared at Front Porch, I found myself growing just a little more. And so tonight I'm very grateful to be here and to have found this wonderful place and all these wonderful people, and to have nothing but good memories to share with you all about my past 4 years. And I have Joel, and I have Dom, the entire Front Porch staff, the community, the board, and everyone to thank for that. I'm very appreciative. So thank you all.